Hello and welcome to day 14 of our Mindful Mornings, a 30-day yoga challenge to set us up in a more mindful way through movement and meditation. Today's focus is about going slowly. We're going to embrace the concept of less is more. As we step onto our yoga mats today, get ready to experience a soothing and rejuvenating gentle yoga practice that will leave you feeling nourished and relaxed. So let's begin as always, getting ourselves super comfy for our 3-minute mindful meditation, our grounding meditation. And do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date with the challenge and stick around until the end so that you can find out what today's mindfulness task is all about. Begin by either lying down or sitting comfortably as I guide you through the sensations of your body, whatever they may be today. Be aware of any heaviness, discomfort, or fatigue, or perhaps lightness and energy within. Observe which sensations fluctuate and change over time and which remain constant. Pay attention to your reactions and just notice. Are you judging how you slept or wondering how the day will unfold? Instead of trying to push away these thoughts, simply notice them. See if they have any impact on how you feel and hold these thoughts and feelings with compassion. Now bring your conscious awareness towards your feet, noticing any sensations that may be present. Tingling perhaps, pulsing or pressure points. Releasing your focus upon your feet and bringing your awareness towards your hands now. Observe any sensations in your palms, fingers, or the back of the hands. And finally, direct your attention towards your breath, noticing the sensation of an inhale and an exhale. Let us remind ourselves that throughout the day, taking a pause and becoming aware of our feet, our hands, or our breath can make all the difference as a way for us to ground ourselves. So remember today's motto, less is more. Begin by bringing your thumbs into heart space. Close down your eyes. Tune in to the sound of your breath. Feel the sensation of breath in the nostrils or upon your lips. Notice how the air feels cooler as you draw it in and warmer as you push the breath out. Take a few moments to notice the sensation of heart beating beneath your thumb tips. Gently blink open your eyes. Place hands upon your knees. And let's start to round the spine. Pull the chin towards the chest, look towards the navel. Exhale, and then inhale. Reverse the action. Opening up through the throat, rolling shoulders back. A seated cat-cow here. Rocking gently back and forth with the rhythm of your own breath here. Eyes could be open or closed. You might even choose to do both, perhaps noticing the transition of how it feels to open the eyes and let light in, and then perhaps the transition of closing the eyes and the feeling of drawing inwards more. And then just coming to a nice neutral, tall spine. And from here, walk the hands forwards and come down towards your forearms. Let the head drop and hang. And then walk your hands and your body over towards one leg, knee. And again, let your head be heavy. Just feel sensations through perhaps the opposite hip, through the shoulders, through the neck, the spine. And then walk head and shoulders over to the second leg. And then slowly come back through center and walk your way upright. Bring the hands behind your body here. Press down into your knees and squeeze the glutes. Roll shoulders back and attempt to lift the heart, opening through the chest there, the collarbones. And then gently drop the hips back down towards the earth. Extend your legs out in front of you, feet to the earth, and just be comfortable through the arms and the hands. Drop the knees down to one side, a little windscreen wipe, let the knees hover, and then slowly drop them down to the second side. Do that again, a couple more times, little windscreen wipe actions, side to side. And depending a little bit on what time of the day you're doing this, if you have literally rolled out your mat straight out of bed, you might be really noticing different pulls, different sensations than you might do if you tend to practice a bit later on in the day. And if you can remember which side you started on, and you might be like me, taking a little wiggly journey along the length of your mat, but just finish off on that second side. We're going to sweep our feet back behind us and come through to tabletop here. Once you've found your way, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Go ahead and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then bring your right hand behind the back of the head. Direct the right elbow up towards the ceiling, a little more if you can as you inhale. And then like a clam closing down, lower the right elbow as though you're trying to bring the right elbow towards your left thumb. And then opening up, inhale, getting a little thoracic spinal movement here. And then exhale, lowering the elbow. Lifting as you inhale, and then lowering. Next time you open up and lift, lengthen the arm back up, and then we'll dive the right arm underneath the left. If you can, nestle the right side of your face towards the earth, and you might want to rearrange where you place your left hand for a little more support. And I'm going to shift the weight into my right knee and attempt to extend my left leg back behind me here. You do not have to do this. You might choose to stay with both knees connected to the earth. Perhaps it adds no extra flavor for you. Remember that less is actually more. So this is a time for you to figure out, you know what? That's not working for me. And it's prudent for me to pull back a level or two. We nestle for another full breath. And then we want to press the hands down and gently lift up onto your hands. Drop the hips back towards the heels. And let's take a pause in a variation of child's pose that feels comfortable for you. Sometimes we need a cushion beneath the hips or extra padding under the knees. Perhaps you're choosing the knees nice and wide, room for the belly between the thighs, or perhaps your legs are much closer together and you're resting on top of your thighs. And then slowly come back to hands and knees, back to your tabletop. Extend the left arm up towards the ceiling, full extension, inhale. And then bend the left elbow. Place left hand behind the back of the head. Take another inhale, see if that left elbow will lift a little higher. And then those clam closes, lowering down, exhale. And then lifting on your inhale. And you might notice one side feeling a lot more slick and smooth, or quite the opposite. I'm noticing that I have less movement on this side than the first side. And we want to just offer ourselves observation of these differences rather than judgment mode. Okay, the next time you lift the elbow up, extend the arm fully, and then dive the arm underneath the right. See if you can nestle your weight onto the left side of your face and rearrange wherever you need it, that right hand. And then if you feel like you can balance on your left knee and you want to do that, go ahead and extend the right leg back behind you. You do not have to do that extra extension of the back leg. Maybe you go for it and then pull back and realize how wonderful it is to be able to allow yourself that concept of less is more. And our last breath here. We want to bring the hands back to help guide us to lift, unravel, left arm reaches, and then place left hand to the earth. I invite you to bring your hands further forwards now. Lean your weight forwards and gently lower. Belly towards the earth. Rest your forehead on top of the back of the hands this time. Come to pause. Creating and allowing space to just be here. We rush through so much of our life, ticking off tasks, never feeling like we really accomplish. Here we are choosing to declutter, to streamline. to slow things down. Gently flip onto your spine. Once you're lying on your back, bend the legs and place the feet to the earth. Hug the right knee in towards your body. Only if you want to, extend the leg and gently hold on to the back of the right thigh. Don't worry about the leg being perfectly straight. I'm just kind of letting gravity do the work here. My hands are just holding the leg in place. It isn't about the deepest stretch. We're just pausing, maybe for another 3 breaths here. Feeling the imprint of spine gently pressing into the mat. And then gently lower that leg towards the earth. Pause. And we'll swap it over. So I'm just going to gather left knee in. You might want to stay there. Or lengthen the leg upwards. It isn't about perfectly straight legs in the sky. It isn't about getting the deepest hamstring stretch. It's actually just kind of hanging out there. My hands are just holding that leg in place. It just feels nice to hold it there. And then lowering the foot to the earth. If you feel like you want to set up for a little spinal twist either side before you settle into Savasana, feel free to do that. Just taking your time to wiggle in there. Inhaling whenever you want to through the nose and a sigh away. Less is more. I'm going to wiggle fingers and toes, reach the arms away, and gently meet in a seated posture. Let's end here how we started, thumbs connecting to heart space, and feel into the energy of heart, the beat of the heart. Thank you so much for joining today's practice and have a beautiful day. So, today's mindfulness task. When you arrive at a new place today, or perhaps even return home, take a moment before entering the building. Pause, breathe, and count to 10. Pay close attention to any changes of thoughts, emotions, physical sensations in your body as we take that pause. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon. Not only will this keep you up to date with my offerings, but will keep content like To The Being free and accessible to all.